cold. Oh, did they? I think they removed the AI from Fortnite. I think I just saw that.
Cold beer after a hard
Alright,
day's
hello,
work.
can you guys hear me?
Nothing like it.
Oh, did they? I think they removed the AI from Fortnite. I just saw that. Alright, hello, can you guys hear me? Alright, let me put my fan away from me real quick. I'm cold.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Oof. Alright, everything should be good, I think. Alright, nice. What's that for? I know, I need to do the quest. I get it, game, I get it. Interesting. Alright, let's go to court. Who's excited to go to court? I know I am. I guess technically we're not going to court yet. We're looking for clues that'll probably make us need to go to court. Alright. Who's ready to go to court?
Welcome to the Opera Epiclese.
The guards did a good job at not letting me out.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you. Huh? You mean us? That's right. If
Oh,
I'm
hi,
not
person, I don't
mistaken,
know.
you're also among those who... Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you? From mediating disputes and provide... And I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president. Though those who play by our rules call me boss.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Huh?
Alright.
Boss? Demoiselle? Well...
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should...
No need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine. Okay.
Alright.
If you say so. All merely trifling details. Never mind. That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance case. Judging from the look of things... Really? We think so too! But how did you come to that conclusion? Intuition. Naturally. My Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without... But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember, the Justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges. Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course... Sounds more like... Well, what's your opinion? All right, I've answered your question. Wait a minute.
All right.
Well, I say it does. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
Depends.
Well... And why would that be? See, Silver and Melus? I told you they'd be different.
Most astute of you, Demoiselle. I, too, think that the Traveler's response was most excellent. No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must be based in fact. And if that can be done, boss, then...
All right, that's quite enough, Melus. Anyway, I like your answer. You passed with flying colors. Now, I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence.
Wait! Since when did we become assistants?
Oh, well, I can...
That's more like it.
Far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth.
Alright. Oh, is everything still working? Yep, we're good. I just get paranoid,
You
you know.
wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearance.
You have a point. And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
I have nothing to add.
Oh,
We'll be making some preparations first.
Can we start the quest now?
whoever the... Why would it be him?
It's Cowl. Alright, what are we inspecting first? Wait, we can go here, I guess, actually.
I
Alright.
see that you're investigating the area. If you find any new and interesting...
We don't have too many... The thud?
Yes, exactly. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Lenny's trick with bated breath.
Alright.
So no one paid it much mind.
That makes sense.
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Lenny's accomplice. Lynette, perhaps. And when the pyrotechnics went off,
Wait, wasn't the...
perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing. Oh, that's true.
That does remind Paimon, though. What was with that sound?
Alright. I want to say the line so bad, but I'm not gonna say it until that happens in the game.
So this is the rope that... The rope
Okay.
looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks? Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler?
Alright.
Whoa. Look, most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left. Huh. So if a rope meant to hold something was made... Wait, Paimon, you read...
Okay. Alright, appears next, I guess. I guess we'll look inside the opera house for now.
Whoever...
Wait, there's another one over there? Okay.
Go ahead, have a look around.
Whoever... Why would...
Where does it want me to look? Let's go back here to this thing. Let's see if that gives us a clue. Not quite sure where it all wants me to look. Yes, we talk to this person.
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the... No, we're not leaving. We're representing
Yo,
Lenny
welcome to
and
the stream.
Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case. Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes, after the Chief Justice gave the order, so the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on.
I doubt there was... How can you be so sure?
Well, because I couldn't see Linny's performance from here. But still, I did not abandon my post. And I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If we Melazines are good...
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here. Alright, thank
Secret
you for your
entrance?
help.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Under the mountain. Alright, we got one more thing. So we've got that, and then the rope. Need one more thing. It says it's over there, but I'm not seeing anything else that I didn't already investigate. Oh, no, we already did that. We already did this.
Whoever that murdered this...
So there is something else. Where's the last thing at?
Hello there.
Oh, probably him.
Oh, this location has also been... The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking... Sure, it's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when... Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself. Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which the Magic Troupe members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects. Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troupe at all, which matches the features of the previous serial disappearances.
Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young...
Okay then.
No need to be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, it is of utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
Is that not clue number 3? Bruh. What's the last clue? Maybe these guys I gotta talk to?
The investigation team has some new findings.
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Lenny and Lynette with their side of the investigation.
You're trying to help them?
Lenny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during... Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat. In other words, Lenny knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
Alright.
That much checks...
Let you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Lenny.
Even though it's bad for Lenny's case, Paimon had better write it down.
Alright. So Lenny reserves all the seats for people, and like they don't reserve their own?
Performance venue. Paimon wonders how Lenny's discussion with the guards is going.
They just need to get their father. Their father will help.
Ooh, things are getting interesting, huh?
Understood.
Paimon just
Then
wants to
I'll
see how the
go in
magic's
with you.
made.
Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
Is everything still
You may
working
spare
good?
the
Just making sure.
pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
Is everything? Yep, we're good. Just making sure.
You've arrived. Who's this? Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and will be helping investigate this whole situation.
Alright.
And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Fine by me.
Oh, new helpers?
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here?
What is it?
I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will... Ah, good eye. That said, you're...
The back? You mean...
Very good indeed. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you... Exactly.
Oh,
Alright.
so there was a passageway under the magic box!
I knew you'd figure out most of the 2 magic boxes are positioned... See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over...
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that... I see.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage.
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out,
Right! You were talking that whole time.
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via...
And what about Lynette?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh.
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And, by the way...
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who. And that's my favorite part of this trick.
Okay.
So that's how it all worked! Wow! Every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last!
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our...
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime. Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime. So Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now.
Thanks, everyone.
Alright. Alright, it's a box.
What's it? Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh?
Perhaps it was a prop for...
Whatever it is.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why...
Oh! Paimon knows! It's one of those tricks. And here's a broken vase.
That can't...
Alright.
These are her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
Right. And this is...
Okay. What else is there down here? There's 2 more things. I think we head up. I don't think there's anything else down there for us. Yep, apparently there's more. Alright. I don't know what else there is to investigate. Ah.
What is this place?
It seems someone could...
Alone, perhaps.
But there are no other ways in or out of here. Oh, you're right. Let Paimon... Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Yes, let's head back up.
Okay, and then I think we go to court. Well, we're already in court, but like, you know what I mean.
Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns.
Apologies for the wait.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal...
They believe the odds of that. The guards have checked the area carefully.
So the tunnel's become like a secret chamber then.
The plot thickens. No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld.
Charges and then trial.
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. That's right.
Okay.
The statements from both
Oratrice
sides,
making a
the
game, at least
defenses from
better now.
attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the Oratrice. To put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice has a...
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. Then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials.
Huh? So that machine is the one that...
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment. Yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us... Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies.
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties. Or that we might... And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about...
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Whoa,
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the...
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take... I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
Fair point.
Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea.
Alright, Paimon, chill.
What do you mean, no snacks?
Huh?
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
Okay.
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove with you?
Yes,
You never
I
know when
must
you
be
don't need it.
prepared to meet the...
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Good work, you two.
These three are quite the interesting group. And Paimon thought it smelled good from the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around, but you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself.
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
Paimon was just thinking, aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress?
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. Don't underestimate beating egg weights, by the way. It's a real arm workout. Anyway, give these a try.
Only 3?
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar.
Tea is ready to be served as well. This, no need for concern.
Alright.
All right then. Down to business. As Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of a secret chamber. However, we can assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines. The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack any logical motive.
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate, resulting in the shattering of the vase, that is perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be...
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but...
True. None of the... But the only people left to consider are both technically victims.
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowell before making her escape?
Yeah, she had
That's
no
right.
way.
And even if she had tampered with the setup, nor does she have any motive.
Well, from the sound of things, your macarons are amazing though, Navia.
They are my specialty after all. And I...
What?
5?
5?
Please don't worry about it. At my age, if you...
No! Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough. Wait, even you don't believe Paimon? If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons...
All right, we get it. Well, Malus, set up the stove again, if you would.
Huh?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons of...
Exactly.
As you wish, don't...
And I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
Alright, this always has egg, sugars, and almonds on
This
them.
really is your hobby.
Well, that's it for snack time. I don't know what we're looking for yet. It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on...
Alright, thanks for your help.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Malus, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything new.
I want to say the thing. I'm not gonna say
It's
it.
time to put our heads together. We've got to get our defense.
8 through 10. Whoa, wait. Alright, while we're doing this, I'm gonna make sure my mic is still working. Hello, 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 hello. Yep, we're good. Alright. Who's ready to go to trial? I have the Ortrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal judges.
What do we do? The whole situation is so confusing. Good plan.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects... Besides, I doubt Farina understands any more about what happened than we do.
Thanks, Navia. Well, we'll be going then.
Best of luck to you.
Alright. I'm excited. This is part of one of the best parts of Fontaine is the court trials.
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how did...
To be honest,
No, we're...
Well now, don't you all look disappointed? That was to be expected, of course. But
don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you—
Since both parties are present, I declare, firstly, in order for the audience to understand the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. Linney explain the trick?
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette
Thank you, Mr. Linney. In that case, I take your statement to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the—
Yes, that's correct.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina.
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly lying. There is
Why
no
say
way
that?
you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell.
That is simply your hypothesis,
Oh, is that so? And if I may ask—
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and—
And you didn't hear anything else at all?
No.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
Huh?
Hey, hang on.
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise.
I was right by the box and...
Look at those scales. Could those...
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me— Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid. Tell me, aren't you—
The House of the Hearth?
No wonder they did
So the serial disappearances were the Fatui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
I've got a feeling that what happened on stage probably
What, they're
wasn't
part of
just
the
an accident.
Fatuis?
That's irrelevant. Our identities have—
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us— Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted? Now comes the infighting in Discord eyes. Good thing I made all those preparations.
Hey, Linny, what?
Order! Order! First, when the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, are these claimed? Please answer my question, Mr. Linney.
I'm sorry. Yes.
I knew it.
Well, that's it. We might as well—
What should we do now?
Granted. In that case, what is your request?
Is that really necessary?
The defendant deceived their own—
Order! Your request is reasonable.
So you would stick to Mr. Linney's defense even after— In that case, my—
Alright.
Well, this is awkward. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
We based our entire reasoning on the assumption that not to set the wrong tone or anything.
I'm very sorry. I know you've clashed with the Fatui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset. But our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
Right now, we want to save people.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, that's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you. The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more Right. So, you be the judge. Heck, if you met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. But still, I'm asking you to trust me.
Sorry.
Well, you both say that, but... Right, let's hear...
Of course. We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. During our investigations, we learned that the machines... From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick.
Is that why you needed a...
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only... So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
Well, nothing. Which should have been impossible, of course. That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground. After that, the
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
Because of that prophecy I told you about of Creed under this cloud of mistrust. But, like I said earlier, you can be the judge.
Well, Traveler, you decide.
Okay.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
Oh, they do that.
The current problem is that the scales are tipped pretty badly against you two.
Okay. Alright. Let's continue the trial.
Both parties have returned to their positions. Let us continue the trial. When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady...
Now then, if everyone at this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linney's perspective.
Alright. Oh, sorry. 1 second, guys. Let's see. Okay. Let me make sure everything's working before I do
Countdown
this.
began. He entered the tunnel.
Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello. Alright, we good. Alright.
When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud. He did not realize that the sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which is finally he used the vase to knock her out before making her at this time. Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise. So Linny proceeded to knock afterward. Linny passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands, before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled in...
Okay.
And there you have it. That's the truth behind what happened.
Does the defendant's side have any objection?
The key to refuting Lady Farina is the order of events. What Linny experienced and what he saw.
Right. Let's see. Wait, sorry.
According to Linny, he left via... Linny went to the room that can...
Okay.
Linny did not take part in the underground altercation. He only witnessed traces of the aftermath.
Alright.
Attention! When the countdown started, Linny did indeed go into the tunnel. But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again. And in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length. Finally, he reached the surface. And that was when the accident happened from...
Yeah, it's even. It's even now.
Paimon did it!
You believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
That's right!
My reasoning?
If that's the case, and if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the... Assuming that what you say is true, Lenny only needed to kill...
Oh.
That's right, you tell him! Well, your denial is very strident, I'll give you that. Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time, you're saying that he wasn't.
But he wasn't in the tunnel. Okay.
Are you sure we don't need to give this more thought?
Alright, my fault.
That's right!
Alright.
Lenny was... This means that when the crime happened, Lenny had already entered the basement. The same clue you used to disprove his alibi.
To think you'd use such luck. Well then, if it wasn't Lenny who committed the crimes, then who was it?
Okay. Okay.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant.
Alright.
Could there have been a third Halsey is the missing person. The deceased's name is...
Alright.
That can't be right.
Oh, is that so?
Lenny didn't kill Cowell. Cowell killed Cowell.
Let's hear your reasoning,
I wanted to say it.
What I must do next is recreate the truth.
Okay.
What Cowell did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator to victim.
Alright.
No one entered or left the Opera House through its entrances. So, where would the criminal... The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's... The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey's clothing was...
Okay.
Lenny was not in the tunnel at...
No. We got one of them correct.
It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. The deceased's name is... No one entered or left the Opera House. It would have been tough for both people.
Okay.
Lenny was not in the tunnel at...
Okay.
The deceased's name is Cowell.
And then...
No one entered or left the Opera House.
Wait, what's the last one? Oh, the last one was
Halsey's
dressed.
clothing was in the
Okay. Alright.
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you so...
Look, since we're at a dead end, just like the trick as it transpired,
If only we knew how...
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has 3... And it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person...
Excuse
The
my
water.
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Alright.
Lenny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time.
Yep.
The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal.
Yep.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's
Cowell.
assistant.
Alright.
The vase was not broken by chance.
Evidence is water. They only drink soda, they're allergic to water.
Paimon gets it! Lynette escaped from the water tank vent. If there's a similar...
How could a person ever be transformed into water? Must we really? Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and
Even so, the truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may... Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case,
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end...
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be... Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal...
Alright.
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress. We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage.
Right.
The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are...
the primordial seed.
The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells... The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids. One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese. The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is...
You've got to be kidding! Could something so ridiculous actually be true?
Wait a moment.
Yeah, it's a great story for us.
Prophecy, but...
If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? Wait just a minute. Could that mean...
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
Let's go. Just trust me.
Order! It is undeniable that further examination of the deceased's personal effects has yielded some surprising results. Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit guards. Please continue. Mr. Linney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence.
Of course. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues...
Right! Like the metal hut! Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water from the primordial sea.
Yep.
The deceased's name is
Alright. What did he use to control the timing?
Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant for another magic trick. Now it seems like the hook...
Alright.
The water from the primordials...
Yep.
The rope that strung the water tank up was lit by the fireworks.
That? No.
I remember there was something else within...
Oh, that. Alright.
Ahem. In the original plan, Cowell would tamper with the water tank rope. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box. When the balloon attached to the box popped, afterward, Cowell would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel. But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank.
Huh. That actually links together a lot of the more confusing pieces of evidence.
Yippee.
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now.
Now, it seems like the only point of contention remaining is his notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that they are... I shall now invite him on stage.
Thank you, Your Honor. We were just inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this case, and we found an identical sample of the water from the
What?
That can't be. Does this not, my dear citizens?
Oh, that's not good.
Linny did not
Praying
need
you're
to
safe.
take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent. Having made modifications to the props beforehand, His accomplice Cowl then caused Halsey to vanish, used that upon his return in cruel avarice. Lenny desired, ultimately, he knocked Cowl out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon. Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, am I right?
We've used up all the evidence we collected. Is this the end?
I think we lost. You're fine at fast? Alright, that's good.
I can't think of anything either. It doesn't look like there's any way around this.
Whoa. We love Nicolette though.
Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move.
I think we've all seen enough now. I believe this is indeed the finale.
Alright.
Now then, my good... excuse me,
Miss, I must ask you...
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back... What?
No offense, miss, but mere...
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about but once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again? And wouldn't such a trick be the most marvelous... Come on, Lenny and Lynette. Give it another go. Don't worry. But, as the magic makers and stars of the show...
I understand.
Alright.
And voila.
Oh, she's fine. Cool.
Wait, isn't that Halsey?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me. And
that'll teach you to underestimate.
Where should I begin? Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. I heard that Lenny's show was gonna be a real thriller. That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and... But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I...
Hey! No wonder you look familiar. Liddy even mentioned that you...
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it. He even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? See, so I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee. But then I got water poured on me for no reason. I wasn't going to take that lying down. There was nowhere to run from there, though. So I had to change my clothes and hide in... I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene.
Can a person even hide in there?
But I swear, I didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Had I known that, I wouldn't have put him in the magic box.
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now, doesn't it?
This time, we need to tell the...
Okay. Yep. Let's see. Wait. No. I think that, no?
The strange sound wasn't from a fight. It was Lily-Ann's attempt...
Alright. The fighting between them.
The flower vase was not broken to cover anything up, but...
Alright. Wait.
Lily-Ann was afraid that she would be recognized if she left.
And it's Ace Detective time on time! Having been selected out of the blue, Lily-Ann panicked. Her panic only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. So hearing the commotion, Cowl leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lily-Ann... He did not know that Lily-Ann was not from Fontaine. Mistakenly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect, the two broke the flower vase during the struggle. But Lily-Ann came out on top. With no way of escaping, she changed her clothes and hid in the costume trunk until the performance ended.
Yep. Boom. Nice. Take that,
She knew
Archon.
that she would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons. So,
at this point, all the events that happened in the tunnel have...
Ah, so bravo.
Yay, it's on our side now.
Now then, Lady Farina. Please answer the question, Lady Farina. Also...
What are you... No.
Alright.
I have no further argument.
Wow. Look at that.
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, the actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, selected his next victim from... With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure to cover up any evidence while committing the deed. Cowell thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop. He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lilianne, realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lilianne. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box. Lilianne, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid. As for Linny, he was in the underground structures within the Opera House. From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude... While there is much in Linny and Lilianne's this case, at least, can be handed over to the Oratrice to make...
Let's see, what does it say? What does the Oratrice Mechanica Annalise Cardinal say?
As such, Linny and Lynette.
Great work. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Next, I think we just... How did you find the water from the primordial sea?
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know.
I suspect that the I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen...
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one...
We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Linny, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui.
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, therefore you would be wise to tell everything you know, and seek...
Yes! Our boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve. It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can... We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent more off it.
Oh boy.
And now he can no longer talk.
Such
Guess we know how it happened.
An outrage. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
Alright.
So, we're just going back now?
Alright.
That's true.
Traveler, Paimon, please wait.
Linny.
I know you may not want to speak to me right now, but still.
Alright.
Let me thank you again for defending me to the end. I guess. But regardless, I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent. As for why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth, that was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
The Knave? The one who controls the house?
That's right. And since we're here, back when our parents first died, to survive, I took to surreptitiously observing an older street performer who did magic. I took my sister through several streets until we found a crowded... To my surprise, we proved to be pretty popular. And we could at least stop worrying about where our next meal would come from for a time. Before long, an aristocrat came to me.
So you went from orphan?
That was how we felt at first too. But I gradually discovered that while we were called foster children, he would constantly take me to all sorts of banquets to garner attention.
That doesn't seem too bad either.
After one particular performance at a banquet, I waited a long time after we returned home, but the answer he gave me was... She caught the eye of the most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
But wouldn't Fontaine's laws deal with such people?
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care. I managed to ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent person. All I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood.
So...
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm. Father, the knave, might have seen something in me. The House of the Hearth welcomes you, for your interests align with ours. Here, none will ever betray you. I was hesitant to trust her, but she was also quick to destroy the noble who had taken us in at first.
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House of...
She has gained permission from the Tsaritsa to first use the Gnosis' power once she obtains it.
So...
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth today's case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort of water. Everyone at Hotel Bouffe d'été, including the knave, has their roots in Fontaine. To us orphans, the only connection we have left...
So... From small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes like stealing...
It's alright. I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the house, if you should need anything at all in the future, feel free.
Alright.
Bye, Linny!
Uh-oh. Alright. How do we go out of here? I'm almost artifact level. I can almost get 5-star artifacts.
Hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for us?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial... Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
Besides, and given that there's new evidence from the trial...
Ah, I see. Well, I won't sorry.
Don't say that.
Aw, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too. It was like having new waters flowing into a stagnant mire. Sorry. Wait, shall we have a farewell meal?
Huh? Do we really need to get...
Well, I'd just like to have a proper ending to every important... Anyway, it would just be a meal, so it shouldn't take up too...
You don't have to twist Lion's arm!
Oh, wonderful! In that case, why don't we return to the court of Fontaine and head to the...
Alright then, let's have our...
Yippee. Nice. AR-45, let's go, chat. Nice. Ooh, yay, we unlocked a new one. Get all my dailies. And got that. Nice. You ready? We're gonna get a scoff here. Totally. You ready? Watch. Or Orion actually would be really good. Please, please Orion, please. I think that's his name. Bruh. Yay, we got a constellation for Lila. What does C1 do? Absorption is increased by 20%. I'll take it. Why not? Alright, let's do this. I think we can. Let me make sure my mic's still working real quick, but... Hello, 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 can you hear me? Yep, we're good. Alright, let's ascend. Alright. It's nice that we can walk on water. It'd be nice if my team was healed a little bit, but that's fine. Let's heal a bit. Just get a little bit above half for everyone.
May I present?
Alright, let's see.
How dare you!
Easy damage.
Teamwork is true!
Boom.
Eyes on me!
Easy. It's too easy, guys.
Let the world come alive!
Boom.
Propagate!
Boom.
Germinate!
I didn't remember these being so easy to level up.
Yoo-hoo! I'm going in! Let my name echo in song! Scatter!
It's about killed. Yeah. There's another one.
Shower me with praise!
Yeah.
Bring forth!
We have a minute that we'll be able to do this.
Back off! Scatter!
Boom. Boom.
Everybody stand! Time to shine! Strike a pose!
Oh, of course they're gonna become hydro.
Not bad.
Ow. Ow. We still got it, but goodness, that was close. Alright, we're level 6. Let's go. I almost got killed right there. Now let's see, what all do we get from this? We can get 5-star artifacts now though, which is really nice.
Add Astra. Thank you for
Alright.
Add Astra.
Grab dailies. What do I get here? Ooh. You take that.
Add Astra.
Oh, you can probably get the Traveler to 90 then, right? Oh wait, it was 90 level 50, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's level 50. Watch, I'm gonna get Orion now, right? Please, game? Apparently not. I don't think I'll get anything. Yeah, because I just got the 5-star weapon. Alright, let me heal my characters real quick. Now we can get 5-star artifacts. Nice. How many things do I have? Like 3. I don't know if I use any now. I'm so cold. Man, I totally love fighting the machines.
Let the world collide!
Boom. How many can you even activate at a time? I'm pretty sure there's gotta be like a cap. Ow.
Propagate! Let's light it up! Eyes on me! Ha! Let my name echo in song! Shower me with
Alright, this guy does have a little bit more health than last time. But getting the artifacts will help a lot. And also I need to level up talents.
Spring forth! Let's light it up! Yoo-hoo! Let the world collide! Ha! Power that ended Python! Propagate! Strike a pop! Let's light it up! Scatter!
And that's a kill. Nice. Oh yay, 2 more. Just what I wanted.
Germinate! Teamwork is dreamwork! Propagate! Let my name echo in song! Shower me with...
Ow.
I've still got some kick. To ashes!
That hurt a little bit. Traveler died? Oh boy. No res food for some reason. I'm about to die, hold up. Ow. I'm doing 0 damage. I'm struggling.
Light it up!
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do it in time. Let me heal, and then I think I'll just try to do co-op for it. Nope, nope. Match. Let's see, is anyone trying to do this domain? Oh, we got someone. Yippee. Wait, said they were trying to enter my world. They're trying. No, I think it worked. Nice. We've got teammates now. This is all I got to help. Where's Bennett? Not right now. Alright. Hey, why are there only 3 of us? Like the person playing Bennett gone. They're gonna carry, right? Oh yeah, they're carrying. Oh! They just loaded in late. Alright. I can pretend like I'm doing damage even though I'm not.
Settle down.
Guys, I help. I help. I totally helped, guys. Let's go. Crit damage, crit rate, we'll take that. Alright, now we know that they're playing, we just gotta wait for them. Or do we'll just do it without him again. Didn't seem like our team needed them. Or sorry, well, it's just pretty much them. Oh, they loaded in, nice. I can't really help at all, I don't do any damage against these. Goodness. They're just carrying us. Alright, let's see. Crit rate. Defense ain't the best, but we'll take crit rate. If we can at least get one of every, like, thing. Why'd they decline? I love how I totally helped. Good thing they're carrying.
Farewell. Let the world collide. Scatter.
Tell me what you see.
Oh. I think I'm helping, guys. Dendro damage bonus for really game. Alright. Alright. Hopefully they carry. You're still carrying. But I do like 0 damage. Are they activating the hydrogen? Oh, I think they are. That's good. That's nice that they're activating the hydrogen.
To oblivion! Strike a pose!
Nice. There might be some slide carrying going on, guys. I'm not even sure which set I'm going for. I'm going for one of the ones in here. I don't remember which one it was though. I'll just use all my daily resin.
Spring forth! Scatter! Shower me with praise!
It's nice that they're activating Hyper Boom, but they don't have the end built on Hyper Boom. The best Hyper Boom damage, but takes damage.
Illusion! From the Xenolith, coming at ya! Let my name echo in song! There is no escape! Strike a pose! Watch out! Propagate! Hey there! Sound! Coming at ya!
I like to think I'm helping. Another one of that one. We got 100 resin left. No, are they leaving me? Bro, they left. Where are they going? Oh.
Huh. Where have you been hiding?
They just gave me free chest. Nice. I believe it wants that set, right? Golden fruit. We got this. Yep.
If you ever
What all
want to
did we
trade
get at
tactics,
that?
I'm always ready.
And we got 2 pieces of it. That's golden fruit.
Ah, cold beer after a hard day's work. Nothing like it.
Oh, we're still missing 1 piece of it though. Let me go to this thing. Let's see. Am I able to craft golden fruit? Yes, sir. We don't need that. We don't need that. So we'll take out those 2 for now. Please be one of the ones I don't have. I have that one, but it's in a 4-star. We don't need that. Yeah. Please be one of the ones I don't have. Bro, did I get the same one twice? Yeah.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
We'll keep it like this for now, and then we'll keep trying to get it. Let's see, can we match with more people? We need help. Alright, we got one. I think that's probably enough, right? We got 3 people. Oh, we got another. Let's see. We got 2 Cryo and 2 Hydro. What could go wrong, guys? They'll carry down. There should be one more person loading in. Yeah. Alright. Attack them, boys. Oh, they only attack the top of them. One of them. I mean, I'm doing some sort of damage there.
Off to the freezer!
For more, please.
Goose on the loose! Let the world fly!
I'm totally doing so much damage. I'm totally helping, guys. Why did bro jump back like that? Goofy. I don't think I had the feather. I don't think I had the feather. I'll use all the resin that they're willing to help me with, because I have pretty fragile.
Adaptive frosting!
Guys, I'm totally doing so much damage.
Goose on the loose! Stop that! Let the world
Guys, I'm totally helping.
off to the freezer! Amazing! Strike a pose!
Oh my goodness. I do no damage compared to them.
Time to shine! Adaptive frosting! Woohoo! Excellent! Yoo-hoo!
It's probably the fact that we all fought the same one at the same time. Yes.
Let the world come alive!
Hopefully these artifacts will make my arena playable. Of course it's gonna give me that one. At least we know we can exchange them if needed. Come on, Aether. Please, Aether. We need everyone. My chair is kind of uncomfy right now.
Strike a pose! Adaptive frosting!
Get a little chilly.
Doesn't totally help him.
Density! Lightning! A little moon boost! Yoo-hoo! Burst of flavor!
Alright, we almost got it.
Time to shine! Off to the freezer!
Bro, if only I had my Arlecchino right now, and this thing would be perfect. The melt with the crazy thing, 70,000 a hit on the melt would be crazy. Man. Wish I had Arlecchino. Maybe I'll save for Arlecchino on this account for whenever people do.
Off we go!
If Arlecchino is just a cheat code. What you giving me? Ooh, I don't have that one yet. HP and crit rate, will you take that? And EM? Why not? You do this 2 more times. And then we'll just have to use the artifacts that we have after that. Unless I want to use more fragile. But I don't know if I will or not. I had like almost 2,000 damage. I mean, it's not good, but like, you know. No, I wish I had Arlecchino right now though for that.
Face your gift.
Off to the freezer!
Get a little chilly.
A little mood boost! A burst flavor! Echoing song!
I think I'm the only one doing physical damage.
Need a surfboard?
I don't need a surfboard, but thank you for asking. Alright, we take it. Alright, one more time. Uno more.
Off to the freezer!
I love how they just done this. Because it just frozen the entire time.
Adaptive frosting!
Face your gift!
Let the world collide! A burst of flavor! Strike a pose!
A moment, please.
A little mood boost!
I'm doing no damage. I I'm doing negative damage. It would kill us faster if I wasn't here, probably.
Where now?
Onto the breather. At first, the cleaver.
Nice. Let's see. What do we get? What do we get? Something I don't have? Well, I don't have that. Unable to end co-op mode? What does that mean? Why am I stuck in... Oh, they're loading. Bro. Bro. How long are they gonna be in between scenes for, man?
If you ever want to trade tactics,
So the only
always
piece
ready.
we didn't get is the flower. So if we get the flower, that'll be good. We'll just ignore him. Alright, let's see. Hopefully, we get the flower. Let me see. Let me make sure I have my best ones equipped. That's not very good. So either we want that or the flower. That's what we need, that or the flower. Let's see. Yes, sir. And then do I have a good substitute for that? Alright, watch, we're gonna get one of that. Watch. Right here. Watch, oh bruh, another flower. I guess we'll just see what you want, whichever one's better. Nice. Now this is the best loadout, technically. What do we want to level up first?
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
We'll do this one. Let's see. Defense. Now what we want. Crit rate. Yes. Now we'll do flower. Attack. Not the best. But they're not meant to be very good. They're meant to help me not struggle as much. HP, we take that.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Let's see, what are we at right now? Oh, already way better stats. We'll get the flower for the next thing. Attack, bruh. HP and crit, we take that. Crit, yes sir. No, not a more, bruh. What are we at? 33,000 HP is broken. 3864, which kind of it's not really good. I'm pretty sure I could be wrong, but that scales off of HP. Yeah, it is. Wait, hold up. So 33,000 HP ain't that bad. No way they're still in my party. Oh, we did it. We kicked them from the party. I'm wondering. I'll think about that. I was gonna say, if it's based off of HP, then I should run another Hydra so I get more HP. Whoa. I don't level up so far. Wait, is that the one we don't have, I think? Oh no, we have that one. Alright. So Farina's probably gonna be like 10 times better after 5-star artifacts. And we just gotta do that for the whole team and get all of them to 80, and then we're gonna be good. And also talents. Let's just see, how much do these silly beavers do now? Alright, that's already like 1,000 damage increase.
Let my name echo in song! How dare you!
Yeah, there's a bit of a damage increase. Just running through and then dying. I don't think this will be increased up, bro. No way. Alright guys, I think that's a good place to end this. Well, let me finish these guys first. Alright. I think that's a good place to end stream. Thank you all for watching the stream, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace!